Jane. I like to make a ton of random videos, usually around homemaking, home bakery, more recently pregnancy, postpartum things. So we're starting this a little bit in the future because the first clips you're going to see are from a few days ago, which I started to film and didn't really do a great intro. So just introducing it now here, and then we'll come back to what I'm doing today. But we're going to start out hanging some laundry, I guess folding some laundry first. Then we're going to be in the baby's room doing a little bit of sorting of her clothes. She's growing out of things very fast, so we're going to go through some and take the stuff that doesn't fit her out. And then we're going to do a little bit of baking. 3 cats right now, so it's just kind of having to separate little fights. So I have Pasman here now. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through her clothes, then we'll do a little bit of baking, and then what else will we do? So yeah, we're gonna finish up in her room, going through some of her clothes. We'll do a little bit of baking of some cookies, and then fast forwarding into today, we have dishes, we have bottles to wash. I'm just making some macaroni right now for lunch. So it's just like 2:30, almost 3 now. So a little late lunch. And then I need to do kitty litters already again. That's just a constant. And then we'll do some more vacuuming and probably some dinner prep as well in there. I have been wanting to do some stuff, like, not really for me, but I have some craft ideas I wanted to do for Madeline's room. So I got some air dried clay, and I'm gonna make her name out of that. And then I'm just trying to reorganize her nursery a bit better. So now that she's 3 months old, I feel like I have a better idea of like where we need things set up and like a better, more functional way of setting things up. So I've gotten, well, we have a shelf that we never hung up, and then I got 2 garment racks that I'm gonna hang because she doesn't have a closet in her room. So I'm gonna do that on either side of her dresser, and then have a spot to hang like her little coats, her little vests, dresses, things like that. And then I ordered an over the door set of hooks, but it also has little mesh baskets on it. And so I think I'm gonna put her hats in one and then her shoes in another. And then that shelf should take up most of her books. And then I think I'll put the rest downstairs in the bookshelf. So that we have some in our room as well. They're all kind of just like scattered. So I think that will kind of organize it a bit better. And then on the change table, I have a basket I want to put on there and put her socks in it. Because right now I don't really have a home for her socks, and they've just been kind of like floating around. So I want to organize that a little bit better. So I think that might be a whole video, like just like reorganizing and decorating her nursery again. But that's kind of what's been in my mind. So I want to make those bubble letters out of clay and then also hang them up while we do that. So it won't be in today's video. Also, I cut my hair, got bangs again, and it's quite a bit shorter. It's like here now, but it just really needed to be cut. So feels a lot fresher, a lot lighter. And yeah, that's where we're at today. So let's jump into today's content. Just starting with some laundry, but have some kitty litter to do, some random things. Washing bottles, of course. Yeah, just some random house things. So thought I'd bring you along with me. Maybe you have some laundry to fold too. You can join me. And yeah, we'll just get into it. It is like 1:30 on Friday. We got a bunch of rain this morning, which is good. We've not had much rain this summer at all. So that it was nice to just kind of have a rainy morning. It's like nice and gray. Like it feels like you can be slow. So that was a nice start to the day. Now, feeling the urge to get some stuff done. So we've swapped out and we'll be back with the baby later. but I'm just gonna do a little bit of stuff around the house and then we'll switch out. It's really humid today though. It's like 30 degrees right now, which is strange because it's almost October. But yeah. That would also be fun. We could chat about, we took being on a camping trip for the first time, which was really exciting and a little bit nerve-wracking. We took her when she was 11 weeks old, camping for the first time, and just stayed one night. We were gonna stay two, but realistically one was enough to get our feet wet and yeah, just get the urge out, try camping out with her, see what we need to do to like make it easier, make it better, what did we forget, that kind of stuff. And it's funny because where we live, we don't have service and like you can't hear the road, that kind of thing. But where we went camping, like we were closer to civilization, like it was louder, you could hear more traffic, we had service, like it was just weird. But actual camping wise with her, it went really well. Yeah, she did really well, napped really well outside. Sleeping wasn't too bad. What the heck is that? Weird bug. So yeah, that was very great. She did get a bit cold though in the night, so that was a little bit stressful. She didn't calm down for a little bit, and then once we realized what it was, then she was okay. But we brought like a bunting suit, and that's what she slept in after that, in like fleece pajamas. But it wasn't too cold on it. It was like 9 degrees Celsius though, so colder than we expected, but like not freezing. And had a bunch of bottles. Like we had enough that we didn't have to sanitize any for the trip, and we were anticipating staying for 2 nights, so I had like all of the bottles we have, and we didn't use them all, so that was good. Like we had some leftover like clean bottles, and I just have a pump that plugs in, but it also can take batteries, so that's what we did. And then diapers. One thing that was hard in the tent was like feeding her, because like you need to sit up really to feed her, and there's nowhere to lean. Like you can't lean back in the tent, so that was probably the hardest part. But other than that, it was pretty good. I would say we had like a mesh gazebo thing, so like you'd sit in there and no mosquitoes would get us, and that was very huge. So I think if you're going camping with a baby, make sure you have something like that where you can like not have them getting bit by mosquitoes. And she did still get a few bites, but like not near as many as she would have if we didn't have that. So yeah, learned a lot. I'm excited for camping trips next year, like next summer when she's old enough and she'll be walking and stuff, which may be harder or easier, hard to say, harder in other ways, but I think more fun. So yeah, that was cool. We did that recently, and just trying to get out with her as much as we can, but like not push it, you know. Baby socks. She's growing out of her clothes so fast, so I'm gonna go through some of them after this, like when I'm putting these away. I'll probably pack some away, because she's definitely in like 6 to 9 months, 9 months now, which is crazy, because she's just about 3 months old. So growing so fast. It's fun though, because her wardrobe changes very quickly. So some stuff we haven't even really put on her, because I got most of it at Value Village, so it was just like we had a ton for 3 to 6 month size, but she's not been in that size for long, so she's going very quickly into 6 to 9 months. did a Costco trip with her yesterday though, and she pretty much slept the entire time we were in Costco. So that was great. So many cute little clothes. Okay, we're back in our room. Basically, I've just been like a shear's out of stuff, putting it in like these bags, and then eventually we're gonna squeeze them down and put them away. But she's going so fast. There's some more stuff. Yeah, a lot of sleepers are too small. Like this 3 to 6 months, it's like just go too tight. These ones all pretty much fit because they're from the laundry. For sleepers. Let's go. This. These are too small. Put those on her. This is what she wore camping. It's got the hood and everything. Okay, we're back. It's a little while later. Honestly, didn't end up doing that much. Just, I'm tired. I'm really tired. And it's a pretty rainy day. It's not raining anymore, but it's just gray. I just feel that energy right now. I feel very gray. So, did not end up doing a ton. Connor's making pizza for dinner. And it's like 4:30. I'm just going to make some cookie dough. And then we'll make the cookies later. They just need to chill for a bit. But this is a recipe that I kind of just made up. I took inspiration from 2 different recipes and kind of combined them. So it's like a maple brown sugar base, and then it's like a brown sugar filling, which is delicious. And then it's maple glaze, which is just, oh my god, it's so good. So I was feeling like those. I haven't made them for a while. I used to make them for my bakery, but I haven't really been baking to sell for like a year now. Since Thanksgiving was the last time I baked to sell last year. So coming right up on, well, Thanksgiving, which is in October 13th. I need to make an update post on my bakery. I have it. Honestly, I've just like kind of been avoiding it, I would say. Not in like a bad way, but I think it's just been so long since I have posted that I've just been like, I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm scared to make that initial post again and like, hey, sorry, it's been a year. Motherhood was really crazy. My pregnancy was really intense. Not intense, but I didn't feel good. My full pregnancy, I had morning sickness for like 27 weeks. And then I was just so big that I couldn't do anything. So, I really didn't bake, and I was hoping through my pregnancy, but that wasn't the reality. And then we had 7 traumatic birth. getting into the swing of things, and baking is not really my priority, which is fine, but I think I was so, I don't know, I overdo things, like the baker is like, I think when I come back I need to like dial it back, because I was making everything, like cookies, cupcakes, brownies, bread, like absolutely everything, bagels, things, muffins, and it was too much for the capacity that like I have here. I have a 1 rack of it. I was like killing myself trying to make everything. So like when I come back I'll have to like shoehorn it into like just bread, or like bread, and then Fridays have cinnamon rolls, or like do specific things, like but not eggs. So I can't do that to myself. So we'll see. But that's where I'm at. I should post, and I think I probably will. I keep thinking about it more, so I think it's something I need to do. And like one of those things where I'll probably feel better once I do. There's also just like messages on Facebook that I haven't like answered. One, I'm not on the bakery Facebook ever, really. And it's one of those things where it's hard to, like, I don't know if you have a Facebook like page for your business, the messages get very lost in things, and it's hard to read them, especially like on your phone. So I kind of just gave up trying to, which isn't like, I could do it. Yeah, I don't want to put the impression that I'm always available to answer messages, like I'm not. It's just not happening right now. And that's hard as a business owner. But that's just the reality. Making this quickly become my goal, which I guess is what makes sense. Like, your baby is going to become your priority. Yeah, it's weird. A lot of stuff to think about. I think maybe it'd be realistic for me to try and come back next summer. Because I had a bakery stand, and our winters are like way too intense to have the bakery stand out in the winter. But I think like spring into summer would be a good time. And there's a decent amount of tourists around here, so I think that would be good. When I say that, then I'm like, I just want to spend my time with her. That's all. That's whenever I thought of having to choose, like spending time with her or baking for people. I'm like, I just want to be with her. So maybe it's not the time. Maybe that'll come later. But that is how I feel generally. It's hard because I love baking for people, and like I do want to go back to that, but now it's overall hard. Also, keeping my salary started alive, I am fed it. It's so long. It's even hard right now. Like having consistency with food every morning is just not something. It's really trying to see if I need to chill the filling at all. I don't think so, but I think I'll do it now just so it's done, and then I can just make the cookies later. There's a lid for this, but it fell behind the door. It has some rigid, so use the beeswax. Okay, we're back in the kitchen. It's like 7-ish. Not too late, but it is pitch black. And just do not have many lights in the kitchen. So the one light that works is on behind me. And we are just going to scoop the cookies we made earlier. Okay. There goes the... a tea in the background. So I used to use my big scoop, but that's broken, so we're just using a small scoop. And then I'm using like half of the size of the smaller one of this. Hi, buddy. In here and save them for tomorrow. Living in the woods is all fun and games until it's nighttime. I can't see anything outside. 14 minutes. Okay, yeah, so dishes need to be done. Tons of bottles. Macaroni going. Also just got these, which I used to take these a lot. They used to have a big jug of this at Costco. They stopped, but I've really been craving like the taste of it. I think it's like the nutrients as well, but especially since I'm breastfeeding, I am losing a lot of my nutrients to milk. So got this. This came in the mail today, so I'm gonna start drinking this again. Also, if you are breastfeeding too, this is amazing for my supply. Like this, I can have one and it just like, I make so much more milk. It's wild. It's based with coconut water though, which I think is why. Naturally gonna make coffee as well. I'm gonna try this fun mug. My mother-in-law gave this to me, so I'm very excited to try this. First time I'm using it though, so it could crack. That's the thing with pottery. So if you don't know, I worked in a pottery studio for over a year, and it was, oh my god, I loved it there. Sugar House Ceramico, if you need some pottery. You make beautiful work. You're so talented. Hand-painted things, like just, yeah. Just if you need some beautiful pottery in your home, that's where you should go. If you're in Nova Scotia, they have a studio you can go to, so. Or online. I don't see them. I said there was hot dogs. Where's in the bay? Oh, it's there. Okay, macaroni is done. We ate it. Been thrown up on. New shirt in my puke pants from her, but just a little bit. It is aggressively dark outside. I don't know what's going on. If a storm is gonna come in or what. Wasn't supposed to be anything in the forecast, but we'll get a light on here. I'll show you the storm rolling in. It's very gray. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe we'll get some rain, which would be nice. Nova Scotia needs some rain. I'm gonna go check the apple tree actually right now. I've been watching it from the window and they just look very red. So let's go investigate the apples. Oh yeah, they're kind of rotten. Little crab apples. Barn. Look, that's new. Huh. I spied a bus. Hey, bud. Then I'll do bottles, and then I'll probably go do the kitty litter and vacuum a little bit. And I don't think I'm gonna get to like the letters I wanted to do. I don't think that'll be a today thing, so we'll probably do that tomorrow. Have my ring. Clear some of these dishes out first. Some room. Okay. Dishes are done. Now time for bottles. Now this just takes a long time, so I'm just going to wash these. And we're done. So bottles are washed. Just pop them in the sanitizer now. And I'm going to switch over to, well, I guess I'll wipe the counters first, and then I will do some kitty litter and vacuum as I go. So let's do that. yeah, so here is it so far. We're gonna break those down. But these bins, I want to sort and find homes for them. So like the rack, put the hats in and stuff, and like her bibs will go down to the kitchen, and then have a spot for most of the books. And those are clothes that don't fit. And then the garment rack, one of them will go there, and then one of them will go there. And then I'm thinking either some artwork here, but that's kind of sketchy over the change table, so maybe I'll just do the letters there. And then the shelf will go there. And then she's not sleeping in this, so it's just full of sheets, but need to find homes for that. But that's where we're at here. All right, so vacuuming is done. I was gonna do the boxes in Madeline's room, but she's asleep and it's right across the hall, so just not gonna do a lot of loud things right now. So I am going to switch up and just go pump and drink my greens, and then we'll probably come back and do dinner, or Connor will. I'm not totally sure yet, so maybe see you later tonight, maybe see you tomorrow. Okay, we are in her room. She's here with me, and we're gonna do some hanging. So the hangers are actually gonna get here today, and then the rack for behind the door is also gonna get here today. So we're gonna get the rest of the stuff set up, and then I should be able to organize today. So I think the shelf's gonna go over there, and then the racks will go on either side of this. Hey, bud. So we're just gonna supervise and help decide where they go, and Connor's gonna do them for us. All right, Connor got the shelf up, one painting here, the racks, other painting, and then I think I'm gonna make the foam letters and kind of put it around her changing table there. But yeah, just waiting on the rack that'll go on the back of the door, but that should be here today, and then this will be able to be cleaned up. So I'm gonna start just like hanging some of her stuff now, and then put some books on her shelf, and then I will put those diapers in her thing here. I just got to get rid of those wipes because those gave her a bad rash, so I'm gonna pack those away and then break down those boxes, I think, and then empty the crib. See? Yeah. Okay. Get these little cuties hanging up first. I'm gonna see how many hangers I need to use, and then I'll swap those out because we got 30 hangers for her. If there's anything else to hang in there. Hey, Kevin. By far our favorite diapers that we've had like 0 blowouts with them. So that is amazing. Because we were using Pampers Pure and we were having blowouts like pretty much every second diaper. So that's great. So if you're in the market for diapers, 10 out of 10, recommend. Okay, all of our little hats, they're gonna be going in the shelf. Little bibs. Probably go down into the kitchen already. Then we've got like her little bunting suit. Sleep sack. She does not really wear this, so I'll just actually some bedding stuff. And she's got another snowsuit. Bonnet. Just gonna hang a little bow on these. Few little vests. This I'm hoping will fit her this winter. It's 6 months though, and she's already in 6 months clothes, so we'll see. But that's what I got to hopefully fit her. And this is 12 months, so this will fit her later. So, gosh, gosh. Again. Okay, basket done. 1 minute empty. Then my baby bracelet, where'd the other one go? The cats took it. Here, a little teether. Those are for the spinning mats. Now we're gonna put some stuff on her little shelf there. No cups. This here. Hi, Callie. You see it? Cute little books. A good spot for all of your books. So here there's room. I'll put the chapter books in our bookshelf. Oh, okay, more. Show you these. So I feel like that works better. And then books down there, so she'll be able to grab them. And painting. So that's looking so far. Got rid of one bucket, and then this just has some little random things. Earmuffs. Little cups I'll put downstairs. Car seat thing. One other book. Haha, that's her. Hey, Callie. Okay, we're back. It is the next day. It's Monday. The nursery is from today, Monday as well. The back of the door hooks just came in, so that is what's going on here. That is going to be what I do next after some kitchen stuff. It's almost 2 now, and Connor has to leave in about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. So I need to make some food, clean up a little bit here. There's not, I guess there's 5 bottles, but not, I don't have to do them today or like right now. So I might save those for later and just do dishes, start making some food, lunch/dinner for us. And then if I have time, I'll make some cookie dough because I would really love to have some sweet. But if not, that's fine. And then ideally I'll be able to finish up the nursery today by putting up the rack and getting the stuff in the crib out and taken care of. But that will stand to be seen time-wise. So we will just get into it while I have the time. I also need to pump, so I'm gonna probably cook and pump at the same time. So blur that out, but that's what we're up to now. So getting some electrolytes in before I pump, because it always helps my supply. So let's get cooking. Laser. Spray first. Hoorah. Just doing some basic spices, garlic, paprika, smoked paprika. I'll do a bit of cumin because we're making burrito bowls. I don't think I've said that yet. And then some onion powder. Chili powder. Go. Rice going as well. Not turn that on quite yet. I'm just gonna start putting in some dishes. is pretty much cooked. Slash, there's not a ton of pink meat left. I'm just going to spice it down well. Let it all simmer. some salt, pepper, pretty much the same spices I did on the sweet potatoes. A little chili powder, a little cumin, and then go in with some sweet paprika and a little bit of garlic powder, and finally some onion powder. On. Okay, and while that is cooking nicely, I'm going to start pumping and do the dishes. Works. Trying to pump but also talk to you. I do not have a wearable pump because those are expensive. I know in the States a lot of them are covered by insurance, but I have not taken the time to actually call our insurance and see. I've looked on your like there's a website you can look on to see what you're covered on, and there's nothing about breast pumps. But I think I just need to like call someone and be like, is this a thing? Because I haven't, and it would probably be helpful to have a wearable breast pump. But I have not done that at this stage. I digress though. We are chopping up some peppers right now that will just be like on top of the burrito bowls. The beef is pretty much cooked. The rice is cooking. And then I have some lettuce here I'll also chop up and some red onions. And then hopefully everything will be done. I'm also going to shred some cheese. And then that should be everything for the burrito bowls. And if I have time, I'm going to make ginger snaps. So that will just stand to see based on time. So we will just play by ear. The dishes are done though. Did not do bottles. I think it's just not necessary today, so it won't. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm excited to finish up the room. I hope I can today, but that will also just be time. So it's almost 2:30 now, so we're gonna be cutting it close. Have about an hour left, and then I'll just be like with the baby, which is not impossible, but it's not likely, you know. So if that works out, amazing. If not, that's okay. We'll do it tomorrow. Kind of just have to work with it. Almost done pumping at 15 minutes, so if you've been following me for a while, you know my menstruals like this have always sucked. They've always just been like horrible, like bring me to the point of vomiting with pain, but I'm on my first one since like postpartum, and I'm like, I don't want to jinx it, but I've had 0 cramps. Bleeding is way less. I'm just like shocked at it. And I have heard like people did tell me like, no, your period's gonna be so much better after you have a baby. I didn't believe them, but they're right, clearly. That has been a wonderful blessing. Because I would have never been able to even like do this on like my period before. I was like, couldn't go to work, like nothing. Like I was done. And now I'm just chilling. So we'll see if that continues, if this is just a fluke, if this is just the first one. But yeah, so that's been glorious. I also had heard that your supply drops before your period, and that kind of explains it because my supply did drop. Like the last 2 weeks, I would say it dropped. So that checks out. So I'm just trying to eat better, trying to stay a bit more hydrated, focus on those kind of things that I can control, and then fingers crossed my supply stays. But yeah. Just because it's different hormones. So when you're breastfeeding, progesterone is the biggest hormone, but then you're on your period, like estrogen and testosterone kind of come into play, and LH, I forget what that one is. So you will just see. So I am going to try and do ginger snaps because I really want some cookies. Period things. So I'm going to take this off. Alright, so all the toppings are ready. Our beef is done. And then the rice is done. We're just really waiting on sweet potatoes, which are almost done. So I am just going to make cookies. Okay, so everything's done. Cookie dough is in the fridge now. So I am just going to assemble some burrito bowls here. Then do a little cheese. Lettuce snuck in there. Some peppers. Some red onions. some lettuce. Oh, I hear rain. Okay, and some salsa. And we'll be good to go. Barbecue sauce wants to come. All right, so burrito bowls are done, and yeah, that will probably be it for today's video. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate your presence here, and I just love making videos. So if you enjoy this type of content, make sure you stick around and hit that like and subscribe button, and you should be seeing more of these, hopefully a bit more regularly. But I'll always come back. There'll always be more videos. So I guess I'll show you baking cookies later, but I will end this here, the chatting portion, and probably come down and bake later with Little Bean. She'll just be in her chair. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. All right, so this is done for today. And then did end up getting the rack in the mail. So I was able to finish that up. And then I'm gonna clean out the crib tomorrow. Just realistically not in the cards today. But I'm really happy with how this came out.